Let me ask you, as a bona fide citizen of Nigeria, what do you know about your country? Is it only the things you heard in the news and read from government textbooks? Well, I want to take you on a detailed tour, exploring Nigerians' history from the National Museum, Abba. So, sit tight, let's explore. Hey there! Ndewono. It's your girl Abby of Southeast. So before we dive in, I would like to say a really big thank you to all my amazing subscribers for journeying through this 100 days challenge with me. And of course, a special shout out goes to Miss Stella Rojas for your kind and encouraging words on my channel. And here is a special welcome to day 98 of my 100 days challenge. I'm super excited! Join me as our tour guide takes us on this journey.
My name is Mr. Kingsley Ozobu. You're welcome to National Museum of Colonial History Gallery. Gallery is of 8 sections, bays, and each has a theme. And those themes are interrelated, they are interlinked. So as we progress, you see what I mean. So this is the sequence we are going to go. Before colonization, before colonization, what we were doing before the white man started colonizing us. Then the second one is prelude to alien rule, when they started coming to Africa in form of explorers, missionaries, and traders. What happened during that time? The Southern Nigeria trading companies and the British encounter. The first place they went was the southern region of Nigeria, though not called Nigeria then, because Nigeria was not formed then. Then you have the next one, the northern Nigerian emirs. After the conquering of the southern region, they still went up to the north to conquer. Then from there, you see where they unified the north and the south after the conquering of the different regions. Then you have the rise, that is the unification, the amalgamation. Then the next one is the rise of Nigerian nationalism. You see prominent people that rose against colonization. They fought for our independence, then prelude to independence. When these people saw that our people were very much interested in getting their independence, they had no option than to give us the leveling land. That is, they say we should go prepare for ourselves for independence. That led to constitutional development, and with time you see how the constitutional development was achieved. Then the last one is independence achieved. This picture here shows you how we were living before the white man came. We were in regions, independent, autonomous. Nobody goes to, you can go to other region and do whatever you, but everybody is autonomous. This is, when you go to the east, this is how our political system was. We have a leader called Igwe. Do you understand? This is our economic activities, fishing, farming. We have enough palm plantation where we get palm oil and every other things. Then when you come to the western region, you have the Oba, that is their political system, and he's in charge of everything that happens. They have a lot of timber and cocoa. This is the economic activities. When you go to the north, you have the emir. They are good in agriculture and cattle rearing. We had a system. We were practicing we are practicing will I say slave trade, because it's not slave trade, because during that time they used selling people or selling children out as a means of as a way of correcting others. If you are a heady one, you disrespect elders, you do a lot of things that is not good. what they will do is they slave you, they take you to another so that you will not corrupt, you will not corrupt the good ones. So when the white man came and saw that we were into it and they needed labor in their plantation, like this man Christopher Columbus, he came to New World by accident. He thought he would discover gold in New World, but on getting to New World, he discovered that there's nothing like gold, that place is rich in agricultural production. So he settled there and started farming. He had many plantations. The Red Indians he met there were not strong to farm the land. So when the other people that were in Africa saw that our people are strong, you understand? It talks about slave trade activities. You see, when you look at these pictures, you see the different pictures showing how the slaves were maltreated, how they were treated, from the point of buying them, capturing them, buying them, and the point of shipping them. At this picture, you see them lying in ship. This is how they are being captured and taken to Europe. This is arrival. They have arrived Europe here. Once they arrived Europe, the person that bought them will place an advert that he wants to sell slaves, and they will be auctioned. You see where they are auctioning them. So while all this is going on, there were some people that were not happy about it. They formed this foundation, Wilberforce Foundation. Without Wilberforce Foundation, they were able to abolish slaves. So these are the pictures of the prominent people. William Wilberforce, Granville Sharp, and Thomas Clarkson were instrumental in the abolition of slave trade. And this man, Ajayi Crowther, was among the people that got her independence through that abolition of slavery.
Wow, the history of Africa and Nigeria as a whole is really fascinating. Am I the only one feeling the heat? But there's so much more. Let's keep going.
About the early route, because when they were coming, they embarked on dangerous journeys. Sometimes their ship would capsize, they would die. So they don't have definite route to come to Africa. But when they discovered that we had everything they want, they commissioned Mungo Park to look for the mouth of the river so that it will help them to penetrate Africa. Mungo Park couldn't accomplish that. He died. Richard Lander and John Lander achieved that task, as in discovering the mouth of the river. So when they discovered the mouth of the river, they saw that Africa is rich in every aspect. But they discovered that there are three things we are doing that were not good. One, we kill human beings. Two, we don't go to school. Three, we worship idols. So they sent missionaries, Mary Celeste and co. Mary Celeste came and changed the issue of killing of twins. This man opened schools where our people went to school. From there, they started trading. They introduced Christianity. When they saw that our people now are human beings to deal with, they started trading. And the kind of trading they were doing there was trade by barter. You understand? They will give you kai cigar in exchange of good things. This is how they were moving our people during that time. With machila. They don't move their legs. So when they saw that Africa is good, the next thing they did here was colonization. They started colonizing Africa. You understand? The first point of call was Lagos. They came to Lagos, bombarded Lagos, conquered Lagos. They went to Calabar, did the same thing. Went to Bonny, did the same thing. Went to Opobo. This man refused them into to say, I don't want you. They lured this man into a boat, took him on exile, and he died while they were bringing him back. So within that time they were doing this thing. Other countries were equally interested in Africa. So they had conflict of interest. So they went to this Berlin conference. It was at this conference that this African nation was divided among their colonial master. And we were lucky or unlucky. We fell in the hands of the British. They didn't come as a country, they came as a trading company under Royal Niger Company. It was with that company that they used to rule Nigeria. From there, they started going to Ishekiri because of the crude oil that was there. They went to this man, deported him, and started drilling the oil. From there, they went to Bini. They met Oba Oberemi of Bini. This man, when they came, there was a festival they were holding during that time. And during that festival, they don't allow strangers to come. But the white man insisted that he would enter Bini. So when they forced themselves into Bini, the army of this man killed many of the whites. So the ones that survived went back and regrouped and came and fought Bini and looted the royal artworks of Bini Among them is that first tag head that was used in draft Nigerian first, the Logan he used and this thing. So this man was taken into exile to Calabar. He's the only Oba that died outside, but later his remains were brought back to Benin. From there they went to Aro. When they had that Arab people are seen into slave trade, they went, fought the Arab people. Aro was defeated, and this is a picture showing that they will never indulge in slave trade or disrespect white man. From there, they went to the north and trade. The people that facilitated all these things we are saying from the one to here. This is Nadia. This is William from Becky. This is the man that discovered that quinine can cure malaria. But during that time, malaria killed many of the whites. But when they discovered that quinine can cure malaria, it sustained them. From quinine. Yeah. So they went to Kano, met Aliu. Emir Ali of Kano. The man refused them. This is where they were contesting for Kano. Kano City Wall was destroyed, and this man was taken into exile. From there, they went to Sokoto. They did the same thing as Sokoto. They defeated Sokoto and conquered Sokoto and hosted their flag here, this green non-jack flag, showing that now they are in control. In that way, they conquered the north, south. Here, they conquered the north. From there, they started the first recruitment of army into this thing. These are the generals, our people. They recruited into army. West African Frontier Force. You see, they did it in the northern region. That is why in the army now, or in the military, anywhere, the Hausas are numbers other region, other tribe. So from there, here is where Nigeria was born. The whole north and south was handed over to this man, Lugard, Lord Lugard. He unified them because he said that they are too big to manage differently. So he unified them, and they started establishing their businesses because they are rest assured that nothing is going to happen to their business. They don't trade there. So they established schools, hospitals. Because of the Berlin conference they had, they were mandated to develop the area they colonized. They came to the eastern region. The eastern region was organized. They just appointed warrant chiefs, give them certificates, and whatever they want, they come to the warrant chief and tell them what they want. So from there, here is the artifact room. Here is the artifact room. These are the instruments of slave trade. This is the Manila. When the trade by barter business failed, they introduced the use of instruments like this, cowrie, Manila, and copper money. When this one became a problem due to its bulkiness and you cannot store value, they now changed to this paper money. So this is the Lugard's table. It was on this table that the signing of the amalgamation took place. This table was in Kaduna Museum.
This particular
Yes. It was in Kaduna, Lord Lugard House in Kaduna.
So this is Lord Lugard.
Yeah, just the next year. So this is the table. This table was in Kaduna, Lord Lugard House in Kaduna. They brought it down here because of the story this music gallery is telling. Because it was on this table that the document was signed. People that rose up and fought for our independence. So, you see that.
After so many years of struggles, Nigeria finally gained independence in 1960. The birth of a new nation that brought hope. Now, let's see how that played out.
Constitution. So Nigeria passed through constitutional development, but Macpherson's constitution gave us independence. So this is Macpherson. It was this man's constitution that gave us independence. So in his constitution, there were more people, more blacks in the parliamentary district, new House of Representatives. There were more blacks than the whites if you look at this picture. This is the Lancaster House meeting where it was agreed that Nigeria will have her independence. So at this point, Nigeria was divided into 3 regions: Premier, Western region, Eastern region, and Northern region. At this day, Nigeria started the process of independence. So it was this man, Sir James Robertson, that was the last Governor General Nigeria had. So he was the one that supervised the process of Nigerians' independence. So our people were allowed to form political parties, nominate people, do campaign, and choose who they want them to vote to lead them. This was the first election that happened in Nigeria, and you can see this man, James Robinson, supervising what is happening. This is the opening of the first independent parliament, and it was on this day that James Robertson handed over the power of authority to Nigeria, and Nigeria took over. On this day, this flag came down, and green, white, and white went up. This is the Queen's representative, because Elizabeth didn't come during that time. He sent her sister, Alexander. Yeah? This is the presentation of maize by the white man, the colonial master, to our people. This is the symbol of authority. So at the end, Nandaziki were emerged as Governor General and Commander-in-Chief, while Tafawa Balewa became the first Prime Minister. This is the Federal Cabinet of 1957. So at the end, the University of Ibadan was given back to us. We started managing ourselves. Central Bank became our own. The seaport became our own. The train station, and this is the Lord Lugard House in Kaduna, where that table I told you came from. This is Sardan of Bello, Sardan of Sokoto, Samadu Bello. He was the premier of the northern region. This is the ministers that emerged during that era. So you know, in the northern region, they are good in cattle rearing. When you come to the east, on the side, we are good in buying and selling. We have palm nuts, where we get palm oil and other things. We have the coal mine at Uji. We have oil, crude oil. And this is the Eastern House of Assembly, still in Enugu now. And the MI Oba was the premier of the Eastern region. When you go to the west, they are good in mining. They have road, they have timber, they have cocoa. They are good in leather works. And S.O. Akintala was the premier of that region. So from there, we go back to this place. This is the list of governor generals that govern Nigeria to date. This is the old national anthem. This is the new one. This is the pledge. This is the cartoon that summarizes everything.
Now, what's this whole confusion about the old and new national anthem saga? I was honestly surprised to see this history for myself. You too can see it for yourself.
Intoxicating the man so that he wouldn't know that they are suffering him. And the missionary is busy preaching to the black man to repent. So this is the height of it all. Cartoon. This is the continent, the whole world, European. How big it is, but they are still interested in small Africa. This exhibition was made possible by this man, our former director of antiquity. Was the one that made it possible. Then this is the starting point of this building. This building was erected it was in Akwete before this one, before they now loosed it and brought it down to this present state.
Okay. That's bright price.
That's bright price, yes.
Okay.
This is the spring money, the copper money.
Where will they put this one now? This one?
No, they keep it in their pack now.
As money. This thing is money.
Money now.
Wow.
Money.
Wow.
You know, before they do trade by barter. Trade by barter is I give you what I want, you give me what I want. But due to the problem of that trade, they now.
So like this one now is worth how much?
I don't know.
Well, it's just money.
It's just money. Just money. Even this one is cowries. You know about this one, no?
Yes.
Yes, I know carry, but I'm surprised to see some
These are manilas. If you read.
Yeah, just before they now.
So before we now change to this one. This is the one we used when they were colonizing us. This West Africa currency board. Why this one is the one we were using when we got our independence.
now move to coin.
Even coins, this one. Coins and this one.
Yes, we know about coin.
this
Yes,
one.
it's coin that we know.
So that's it for the Nigeria National Museum. Now, what's your take on this history? Feel free to share your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like and stay subscribed to this channel for more updates on real estate and lifestyle right here in Southeast Nigeria. Until next time, see you in my next video. Bye!